How's it going, my true people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 3 of Egg, as this week, your Dr. Slacking remembers that he's still got Discord open, which means you'll hear that annoying notification. As this week, your Cotswold Whimsicots go up against T-Row Price and his Columbus Cobalions. Am I sure we want to... is this the team? Yeah, that's the team. Egg, 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 let's do this. So you can see the 6 we're bringing above my head. Oh, actually, the item is wrong on the Lichen Rock. So, in case you're wondering why I'm even more frantic than usual, good luck, have fun to T-Row, by the way. Seems like a super nice guy. I've not had loads of interactions with him, but every time I do interact with him, he seems lovely. So, go and check him out. His channel will be linked down in the description, along with the rest of the coaches. But, yeah, if I seem even more frantic than usual, and if you're like, what the fuck, why are your eyes naked? And why are you wearing a fucking puffer coat indoors? I have just got back from football, so this week has been hell for me in terms of scheduling. Thank you to T-Row, he was very, very good about scheduling. But yeah, this week I have been here, there, and fucking everywhere. So I'm super tired, and the only way you could squeeze this game in was after football tonight. So yeah, I just got back from football, and my brain is like cooked. We had to play with 10 men, so I had to do lots of fucking running. We won 3-0 though, so that's good. Hopefully it's a good sign of things to come. Right, hopefully he expects a Lycanroc lead. I think the plan is to lead with this, isn't it? I'm trying to remember my game plan, and my brain is just fucked, man. I don't know. If he was expecting a Lycanroc lead, he might lead with the Zarude. He might lead with the Metagross. But he could also lead with his own Sash Hazard Setter in Samurott. So, yes, I think Plague is the right lead choice. I'm going to remember to Terror it this week, hopefully. Hopefully I remember that the Terror button exists. It's cold as well in the house, so... But yeah, I literally haven't even had a chance to get my coat off. I got in, had to hurriedly set up the layout, and then had to go pee. And then that's it. Now we're playing, so... My brain's fried. The audio is too loud in my earphones. It's just one thing after another today. I'm so fucked, man. Have I got mud on my forehead? Sometimes I have mud on my forehead. Okay, yeah, so we called this right. We are Terra Dark. Do I just want a Terra Dark knockoff, or do I want a Terra Dark U-turn? First impression. I think I'm just going to U-turn. Like, I don't imagine he stays in. Does that animation go off before the move? Before a switch, if he switched? I obviously want to Terra Dark just to try and, if rocks go up, to make sure that I'm not weak to them. He sees the U-turn. But he doesn't know if I'm Scarf or anything yet, and he's clearly not Scarf. So, I think he has to switch on this. Unless he's Sash, and he's happy to go down to his Sash, I think he just has to take this U-turn. We're not a boosting item for our Bug-type moves, so we're not going to do necessarily as much damage as we could. Okay, this is what I needed to see. I needed to find out if this was booster energy, and I was really hoping it wasn't, and it isn't. So that is amazing. Now, I know very little else about it. That seemed to not take very much. So there's a chance it could be Choice Scarf. Hay Fever outruns anything that's not Scarf. Do I just go into U? But that really feels like it loses offensive momentum. Could go into U. I think we're going to Hay Fever. I don't think he's Scarfed. I don't think he's Scarfed. Now, do I make the double to scout for that into what? Into low kicks? Okay, it's leftovers. Oh, I was kind of hoping that might happen. So, obviously, if we Diaclaw here, he's in a really bad spot. So, I think I'm just going to U-turn again. I could Throat Chop, predicting the Metagross. I'm actually just going to Diaclaw, because the reason that I've built this with the Eject pack is so that then, if he does go Metagross, I can CC into the Metagross and switch. Okay. I'm glad I made that choice. Any status? Nice. Poison. Presumably after poison touch, but no, because the poison touch didn't show there, so... could this thing be Scarf? Obviously don't have a good switch in here. That seems quite bulky. Do I risk it being Scarf and U-turn? It's probably not worth. He also doesn't know if I'm choiced. I'm going to go Newgate, which I don't like because he could EQ. I don't like it, but I think Newgate's the least valuable member right now. I need to check that Terra Captain, actually, because I'm assuming that that Braviary is a Terra Captain. And I've heard Braviary's good. I've not faced it this ever, so I don't know what it really does. But I've heard it's good. Is it like Tinted Lens, like low kicks? Really wish I had an Ice Punch right now. Hopefully we see him make a double, like trying to read for an Ice Punch or something. I already know, but he does double. Okay. Man, maybe I should have called that in U-turn. I thought about it, but then I was like, I just don't want to deal with Scarf. Kirby 2015, who's that? Samurai. Okay, this is fine, I think. Do I have coverage on this? Yeah, I have X-Scissor on this. I think I want to get my Stealth Rocks up, but then he can get 2 layers of... I don't want him getting all the spikes up. I've got no removal. This is kind of bad. But will he Ceaseless Edge? I'm going to X-Scissor. I'm going to X-Scissor so that if he Ceaseless Edges, he only gets 1. This might not kill, but... it will hopefully do enough to where, yeah, to where he doesn't just want to Ceaseless Edge again. Do you think a Kowtow Cleave kills? I'm just going to X-Scissor again. I'm not going to overcomplicate things. Yeah, that's why we have the Chopal Berry for this situation. We're able to take that. Okay, and we redraw First Blood. He does get a layer of spikes up, and we won't be getting our rocks up. But we do take First Blood in this game, which could be important if it turns into a bit of a sack race. So, nice job, King Gambit. Yes, so the Braviary... I need to say the Brassiere Hisui. Ah, oui, oui. Un baguette, monsieur. Brexit means Brexit. Sorry. I'm really fucking tired, so if I'm going to do slightly offensive accents to the French, A, probably don't have any French viewers, and B, it's my national blood right. All we English do is take the piss out of the French. What is in right now? The big boy. The big boy, big boy. I don't think he's crazy enough to like bulk up or something, and I have so many things that outrun him. I'm not really worried if he does. I'm just gonna sucker punch for little chippy chips, and see the U-turn, yeah, and that will give us switch momentum, which I think is more important. So Edward Newgate goes down, but did his job well, served us valiantly. Right, electric flying. Boogaloo 2, Bravian Hisu, I think. How do I kill that thing if it's Terra Electric? Fucking... I don't know. How do I kill this thing? You? Just go Terra Dark knockoff? I mean, he doesn't switch in on that. Yep. I've answered my own question. Go Plague, and he still has no idea if I'm Scarf or not, so... He might just Bullet Punch for, like, probably a lot of damage. But, yeah, just going to Terra Dark knock off. This should be huge on something. I'm surprised he went into this, because it does invite the low kicks. This is surely going to hurt, man. Right? Black Glasses, Terra Dark knockoff. Not that much. Not as much as I would have liked. Okay, this thing's still a big threat. Maybe I should have U-turned. I think that's okay. we'll just go Piccadilly. Piccadilly was built to take this thing on, whether it's physical, special, whatever. I've got the Pineapple Berry for the Psychic move. If he goes raw Psychic move here, then he's fucking brave. It's not a crazy prediction, though, to be fair, but... we pointlessly have neutralizing gas in this situation. So yeah, he gets rid of our Pineapple Berry, but we are built to still take a hit regardless. So I can just Strange Team here. I could Shadow Ball, predicting the Metagross to come back out. I could double. If he wants to go for the Psychic move on me, I could double into Yang, but then I won't necessarily outspeed, and I'll be in a bad spot. I could double into you, and I would be in a bad spot again. I just don't think he Psychic moves. But then I'm switching around a lot on hazards. Do I just Shadow Ball? I'm just going to Shadow Ball because that would put this thing so low that I'm in a good spot. And if I can catch that Metagross coming in, I've built this Weezing to be specially offensive so that this actually will hurt. And he's like just losing Lati switch-ins. I wish Lati was Scarf. I was so greedy going Specs. I was so greedy. But I am greedy. Alright, that's AV as fuck. That is AV as fuck, boy. Okay. So the Meteor Mash is coming out, and... and something dies. We pick one, because I didn't build a team that takes things on very well. Oh... I just don't know when Lati's hitting the field is the problem. Does Meteor Mash into BP kill me? Probably yes. This thing is a threat. I do just need damage off on this for endgame. Because endgame Lycanroc is looking pretty damn good. But I need damage off on this. Do I risk it? I would just die. So I can't. Do I get rid of Yang though? I think I just let this go down. I think I just let this go down because I don't think I'm going to have to switch into the... I don't think I'm going to have to switch into the fucking Iron Valiant too many more times. And with spikes up and stuff, eventually he would be able to start doing some damage, wearing me down a lot faster. Okay. We're in a bad spot though, I think. I think I underestimated how well Terra Valiant would take on Locust. I should have U-turned before. Okay, we go back into Terra Locust because Specs Shadow Ball I don't think is going to take this thing out now that I know it's AV. And I don't think Throat Chop will take it out. So I'm going to go to this. And do I knock off or do I U-turn? Let's see. If I U-turn he stays in, I have to sack one. If I knock off into Sucker Punch, can I potentially kill the Valiant? I think so. So I'm going to knock. And if he stays in with this, we're in a good spot. He won't stay in with this. So I should have probably U-turned. Staying in with this, this is too valuable. Yeah, I'm making poor calls there because this is too valuable to lose. And I don't know that knockoff into Sucker Punch kills. I want to think it does, but I don't know. Okay, good. Man, if I'd U-turned, would have been a lot better. Ockerberry. I think there's a decent chance we see a Protect come out here to scout for the Sucker Punch. Jungle Healing could also be an option. Excuse me. I think I have to risk it and get this thing in. I think I have to make the big call. This thing is so good against this team that I really don't want to. Like, this is a huge... Maybe this is just poor. Maybe this is just poor. But I want to swing the momentum back in my favour, and I'm being really aggressive here. Okay, U-turn. That's fine. It's not ideal, but it's okay. It's okay. Because this... The thing I'm looking at this team, like, this outspeeds everything and kills everything. So, that's why I kind of want to keep it. What I'm hoping is we see Metagross come out here. And we see this guy come out, right? I don't think this thing was Scarf because he doubled out with it earlier. So I think I can afford to U-turn here, just for chips. He can E-speed, actually. It won't do too much if it's a defensive set. Maybe I should have ran Ice Punch in this thing. I didn't expect him to bring such a bulky build. I looked at his team and I was like, well, this is quite an offense team. But he's got definitely a bulky Valiant, I think. With leftovers, bulky, like AV, Metagross. Looks probably like it's going to be a Roost bulky Dragonite. So I think I just misread the team composition or misanticipated what he'd bring. But it's good by him. It's, you know, it's no slight to him. It's a good team comp. Do I risk the Lycanroc? Do I go Lati? I think I risk Lati over Lycanroc. And that Specs Draco will still hurt something. Like, the Metagross will take it, but it won't like taking it. Yeah, okay. But the poison means he won't keep his multi-scale. Not that he actually is going to reach it anyway. So, do you just give me Valiant? Do I Specs Shadow Ball instead? If you give me this, that's amazing. I Specs Shadow Ball because if he gives me... I was going to say, I don't think he gives me this because Sneasler. He does not want to give me that. He either sacks the Zarude, he goes into this, or he sacks the Valiant. So this would do massive damage on any of those three with the Zarude so low. Is that a 2-hit KO? I can't switch anyway, so we have to hope that that's a 2-hit KO. Maybe I should have gone Modest on this. I don't have a switch, so how do I win? Is Scarf? I think Scarf, Rock Blast / Rock Slide might be the win con. Obviously, the Braviary is a huge problem because it's still full health. Sneasler is also excellent here, though. I need this to kill, I think. If this kills, please kill. Sweet. Sweet. Good job, Lati. Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. Okay. Not necessarily because, you know, I'm in a great position now in terms of he can come in and probably revenge kill this with Valiant, and I don't think I can do a lot about that. But the sack race is so important at this point. So 4 versus 4, he is still up in the sack race, but like he's got this weakened. He's got the... So is this more valuable or is Low Kicks more valuable? We're picking a sack essentially. Low Kicks does still have first impression. That is still hits really hard. And Sucker Punch that still hits really hard on a lot of things. I think Low Kicks is more valuable, so I'm going to Shadow Ball here. I don't know if we live this. We don't. You know, it is what it is. I have no idea. Like, I don't really know how bulky Lati is, and I don't really know how strong Iron Valiant is. I'm just a little bit out of touch. And these are ones that I'm not super used to using regardless. So we could go here and click Play Rough. We risk the miss, but it's essentially a guaranteed KO. Nothing else is a guaranteed KO. So we have to go into this and click Play Rough. That invites out the Braviary, and then we probably have to pick a sack. But if he lets this go down... If he lets... He should probably sack the Zarude here, I think. Because if he lets this go down... Then Scarf, like Rock Blast or Rock Slide, which is the Rock Stabs I'm using because I didn't want to miss Stone Edge. I knew this would be the potential win con, and I didn't want to miss Stone Edges. So if he lets this go down, Scarf Rock Stab goes crazy. So I think he sacks Zarude, and then he brings in Braviary, and then I probably go hard Low Kicks. Hope that he doesn't click the flying move. I mean, does he go Braviary? Yes, because this... Well, no, because if he sacks Zarude, he doesn't know that I'm Scarf. How do I win? What wins? Sneasler would win so well if the Dragonite wasn't still there. This has to win. I have to find a way. Yeah, good. 100% agree with that play. But it's how he chooses to revenge kill this now that puts him in a difficult spot. Really wish... I'm still in my head about that turn earlier when I knocked with the low kicks instead of U-turning into the Valiant. It's really bothering me. I just thought the knock would do more than it did, I think. But it's the difference between... Well, it's because it's 4 times resisted, obviously, but... Is there a world where I come in with this, click a rock move... The problem is the Braviary can Terror. This is why Terror is so dumb, man. Defensive Terror is fucking obnoxious. Okay, but Sneasler can potentially win it unless it's Scarf Braviary. Is it Scarf Braviary? But then this probably doesn't beat Scarf Braviary anyway. I could go into low kicks on this, but it looks like it's probably physically defensive. I don't guarantee that I break it. I could go back out into this then, though, and click the Rock Blast and claim 1. And then it'd be Sneasler against Valiant. I don't know. I just don't know in this turn. I think I'm going to go low kicks. I think this is too valuable. Oh, comment down below if you agree with this play. Should I have just prioritized the chip on Dragonite and then gone for a Sneasler end game? But he hasn't shown a Scarfer. And I just feel like that Braviary Scarf. Let me know what you would have done there. Would you have risked it? Oh, I'm not Bug anymore. I was thinking I'll probably take this because Oh, I still take it. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Defensive Dragonite. Not super strong. So he's probably Heavy Duty Boots. Obviously my play is to knock off regardless. I'll outrun this thing. If he's got E-Speed, he'll just kill me. Sucker Punch wouldn't change that. So I'm just going to knock. First impression would obviously out-prioritize E-Speed. But I'm not sure he's got room for E-Speed. If he's defensive... he's got room for it. Okay. Should have gone for first impression. Would I have first impression out-speed? I'm not sure. But I should have gone for it. But now we get to the situation where I was discussing with Lycanroc, where I go into it, I click the Rock move, and he has to sack one. So, do I Rock Slide or do I Rock Blast? What do I lock it into? He knows I'm Choice Scarf on this now. He 100% knows. I think I'm just going to lose to Scarf Braviary without low kicks, actually. I think I had to go back into the Lycanroc on the E-Speed there. But if he didn't have the E-Speed, then I was in a bad spot. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I made a judgment call that he didn't have E-Speed because... I'm just going to go for the Rock Blast. I think this will claim 1 regardless. I made the judgment call that he didn't have E-Speed because he looked like a Terra Dragonite. And I have things like the Ghosty Boy that this would be very good against. So I forgot the guy's name. Oh, Ceruledge. So I just felt like he probably needed Earthquake, Roost, Dragon Claw for Lati. I guess that leaves the Extreme Speed, so maybe I should have thought it through a little bit longer. There's nothing I can do. I can't do anything. Does Play Rough better with play... Is that more accurate? I don't know. 90, 90, 90. I can't go into... Because if his Spirit breaks... I have to. There's no other... I have to do this and I have to hope Sneasler can live it here. Otherwise my end game is Rock Slide flinching him. Because I am playing this like that Braviary is... Either way, Sneasler doesn't break anything. Yeah, so he's going to eject pack me out. And I don't leave hazards. Ah, man. If I just did a little bit less, I was like, maybe he goes for the fighting move. But if he eject packs me out, I can at least bring this in and click the Play Rough. It obviously won't kill. I think I have to Play Rough here. If he gives me this, then I sack Sneasler, and I go into Lycanroc again, and I try and Rock Slide flinch the Braviary. Yeah. So next turn, whatever he goes into here, I don't care. I'm sacking the Sneasler, and then I'm bringing this back out, and I'm locking into Rock Slide, and I'm hoping that I can flinch. That sucks, man. That sucks. Not that it necessarily changes the end game. Because it might have been that I'd have to sack the Sneasler this turn to Braviary anyway. Maybe let me know. Honestly, I don't think I have to say this too often. I would honestly love to hear your unreserved feedback on this game, how I've played this. Have I been daft for playing it like the Braviary Scarf? Is that, you know, have I just locked in on an assumption that I should have ignored because it's potentially wrong? Have I... Yeah, Cyberb comes out. Was I wrong for not thinking? I definitely was wrong for not thinking about the Dragonite E-Speed. But then, like, if I'd gone Lycanroc on the E-Speed, yes, that would have been great. I would have taken a Spike, I would have taken an E-Speed, I would have taken another E-Speed after. I don't know how many more Spikes I could have lived to then try and see out that end game. But I guess I would have had low kicks for this. Yeah, I think that's the turn. That's the turn where I lost the game. But at the same time, that's a turn that's like so easily goes wrong if he just like clicks Roost with Dragonite, or not Roost with Dragonite, but clicks Earthquake with Dragonite. Then I lose essentially the win con. So he does Terra. The thing I love about this draft, I meant to say this earlier and I forgot because I was so like flustered with everything. He's Terra flying. I just assumed Terra Electric. Yeah, that's the other option. Fuck, man. Fuck! If I had him play this like he was Scarf, we could have won the game. Could we? Could we have won the game anyway? Like, Sneasler still couldn't just Oko this thing. If I had a Cell Rock right now. If I put a Cell Rock on instead of Rock Slide. I wouldn't have killed, though. I don't outrun this, do I? There's no way I outrun this. If I outrun this, I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. I outrun this. Flinch. Come on. For the miss. For the miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't miss. Don't you? You are a good fucking doggo. I know you are, Hokkaido. I know you're a good boy. You're a good boy. I will give you so many belly rubs. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Fucking... Right, Dragonite's going to live though, isn't he? Oh, I'm going to miss. No, he's going to E-speed me. Will I die? Oh, I'm not going to lie. I said there at the end, like, we don't there's no way we outspeed this, is there? But, like, you know, when you've got a little semi in your pants because you're like, I think I outspeed this, but you don't want to admit it. Do you know what I mean? So you're playing it cool, you know? You're like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit erect, but, like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, it was like that. I was like, I think maybe I still outspeed this. Maybe there's a chance. Don't miss. Don't miss, you whore. Do not miss, you whore. I swear to God. Do not miss. Please. I don't know if he will E-speed and 2 E-speeds would take me out if he missed. I think he has to just go for the Earthquake. But he might go for the E-speed crit. I think 2 E-speeds would pick me off. So I think a miss is bad, whatever happens. Kill. Please kill. Please kill. Flinch him again. Come on. Oh, I feel bad now. I feel bad now. I feel bad. But I kind of love it. Like, I feel bad, but I'm also a bad person. So it's that thing of like, I don't know, I feel bad for T-Row. I feel kind of like, I feel proud of my dog. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's such a good dog. I'm going to give him so many belly rubs. He's going to get treats all night. But that's not the point right now. I went from semi-erect to just fully erect. And not because we were talking about dogs. This is not a Velicify video. I'm so lost right now. What is happening? None of you even remember Velicify. You're all too fucking young. Fucking Draft League players. You're all 12 years old. Bloody hell, I feel like a fucking old man in this community. GG to T-Row Price. Genuinely, bullshitting aside, because I am a bullshitter, genuinely, I apologise for the double flinch. That fucking sucked. Yes, I missed the move before. Would definitely have changed the endgame because I would have had Sneasler alive, but I don't think it mattered anywhere near as much as the flinch on Braviary. The flinch on Braviary, like, let's say I missed the, let's say I connected the Rock Blast into Valiant, hit 2 and killed it. Well, I probably just swept the game there, right? Because, no, he had to bluff Terra Electric. I don't know. The point is, I apologize because I don't want to theory mon about whether I could have won or not without it. Like, it fucking sucked. Like, 100% it clinched that end game for me, regardless of the miss or anything before that. You had won that game. So, GG, and I'm sorry. On a personal note, sportsmanship aside, I don't think this team deserves to be 1 and 2. Like, this draft, I was about to say before, is fire. Like, here's a fun fact for you if you're still watching about this draft. I haven't brought a single mon to all 3 games, but I have brought every single mon on the draft within those first 3 games. I don't think that's ever happened to me in a draft league before. I don't think I've ever used every single mon on my draft in the first 3 games and never repeated a mon all 3 times. I think that's awesome. I think this draft is so cool. I love it. I said in my draft analysis that maybe Lycanroc can be good. You just gotta be lucky, man. You just gotta be lucky. Who needs a fucking Jirachi? If you've been following PPL, who needs a fucking Jirachi? That bitch doesn't flinch. You need a dog. That's what you need, a dog in your life. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on now. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.